Businesses around the country affected by the pandemic are looking to move on from the closures of 2020 and 2021. But many are all running into the same problem. They can't find workers. Newsy's Bianca Fascini explains how a staffing shortage is causing a historical shift in the labor market.
It was a defining moment of 2020.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
The announcement that sparked a series of events many had never imagined.
A statewide order for people to stay at home.
Starting tomorrow evening, Saturday, March 21st at 5 p.m. until the end of April 7th, all our residents will be subject to a stay-at-home order.
So we're going to put out an executive order today. New York State on pause. Policies that assure uniform safety for everyone. Today we're bringing it to 100% of the workforce must stay home.
Shutdowns not only marked a grim milestone in the pandemic, they were a turning point in the American economy, forcing millions out of work. But even as businesses reopened, many workers chose not to, kicking off a phenomenon economists called the Great Resignation. In March 2020, former President Donald Trump signed a massive relief bill, sending billions of dollars to large and small businesses, issuing stimulus checks to support families, and expanding unemployment benefits. Those benefits continued in 2021 under President Biden.
I'd like to talk to you about our way forward. A two-step plan of rescue and recovery. A two-step plan to build a bridge to the other side of the crisis we face to a better, stronger, more secure America.
But when given the choice to return to work, many hourly workers did not. Some earned more money by staying home. Others changed jobs. Early signs of a mass exodus came in April 2021, when a record 4 million Americans quit their jobs. That was surpassed in August and again in November, when a record 4.5 million Americans resigned, the most in U.S. history. Businesses on the front lines are feeling the effects the most. Restaurants and retailers are understaffed, and the trucking industry is struggling to retain drivers, exacerbating a backlog at U.S. ports.
The movement of materials and the storage of products have been greatly strained because of worker shortages.
Texas A&M professor Dr. Anthony Klotz was first to coin the term the Great Resignation. Klotz says while the world was at a complete standstill during the shutdown, many people had a chance to spend time with their families and reflect on their lives, things that most don't have the luxury of doing while working full-time in hourly jobs.
I don't want to allow myself to be forced back into a position that's not conducive to motherhood, basically. I want to make sure I'm there for my child. I have to be.
Although there's a shortage of workers, there's no shortage of opportunities. Whether those are opportunities that people actually want is a different story. Right now, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reports more than 10.5 million job openings, but over 6 million people remain jobless. Workers have cited burnout and lack of comparable wages, demanding schedules, limited opportunities for growth, and lack of COVID safety protocols. Those who want to work say they have been forced to turn down opportunities that don't meet their needs or leave a job in hopes of finding something better. Others are leaving the workforce forever, as the number of retirees over 55 grew by 3.5 million over the past 2 years. For businesses, this calls for major change.
Here I am.
Some have already turned to the use of artificial intelligence, and due to COVID-related income loss among families, millions of teenagers were thrust into the workforce. These are not long-term solutions. Eventually, businesses will need hiring to pick up, and they may need to think more about overall compensation packages. Many workers say they need to feel more valued. Others don't want to be in an office 40 hours a week. They demand flexible work arrangements. Twitter, Facebook, and Ford have already turned to hybrid or permanent remote work models, but that's not possible for every employer. Research shows that for now, this wave of resignations will likely continue this year.